Hey guys, it's Dan from hookahpro.com, bringing you a little tutorial today how to smoke an e-cig, either it being an e-cig cigarette like my blue or an e-cig hookah, which there's been a few brands, Starbuzz, Imperial Hookah, which I'm going to use here for the demonstration, and luxury lights. The e-hookahs are larger, but that's because they're supposed to last longer. My blue e-cigs will typically last me around, each cartridge will last roughly around 200 puffs or so. So just under what some of the e-cig hookahs claim. Basically, all the e-cigs that I've seen so far have been manual, which means you have to press a button for it to work. In order to get manuals to work their best, it's always best to press the button before taking the inhale. That way you get a little bit of that smoke being created first, and then as you're pulling, more and more and more smoke gets produced. If you wait until you start inhaling before you take that first puff, you're not going to get as much smoke. So, as I said, press the button first and then inhale. I always recommend letting go of the button about a second before you're going to be done inhaling. That way the mechanism cuts off and you're not going to waste any juice in there, because once smoke develops in the chamber, it will actually dissipate fairly quickly, which is why when you see e-cig smokers let out smoke, their vapor, it dissipates fairly quickly. It doesn't hang around. So once again, press the button in first and then inhale. Now, I'm not getting huge clouds here, and they are dissipating fairly quickly with the help of my fan, but there is a way of getting bigger clouds. Let me turn my fan off here real quick. Alright, there we go. There is a way to get big clouds with the manuals, and that is basically the longer you hold the button in before you inhale. Once you start inhaling, it's going to go back to its normal smoke production. But if you hold the button in longer before that first inhale, you should get bigger clouds. So let's just do a normal inhale first. Now, this is going to be holding the button in longer before I inhale. A little bit bigger clouds. You're not going to get massive thunder clouds, but you are getting a little bit bigger. This did flash, so maybe there is a limit on how long you can hold it in. I believe some of these say a 6-second shutoff. At least that's what the luxury light is. I believe the this doesn't say on the Starbuzz one, and this has a 5-second power shutoff. So you're only going to get about 5 seconds out of each puff. So let's try it again. Not bad clouds right there for an e-cig. Alright, you guys always got to keep that in mind. You're not going to get massive clouds. But this is a pretty good flavor, I'm not going to lie. As I said, this is one of the flavors that I like so far the most out of all three that I've tried. So it could be a very, very, very good alternative. Now, the longer though you smoke it, if you smoke it for the 5 full seconds every single time, it's not going to last for 500 puffs like it says it will. It's going to be shortened greatly. The way I typically like to smoke my blues, especially just because they are an automatic, which means it has to sense that pull, the inhale first before it produces, is I like to do a couple quick inhales and then a longer inhale. Let me show you. That way I'm getting the flavor and everything. You can do the same thing with these, but I don't recommend pushing the button in and out because that's going to discharge the battery quickly. So you may still have liquid left, but if your battery is dead, there's no way of using it anymore. So one more time. So that's how basically you use an e-cig, e-hookah, whatever they're, each brand kind of is calling it something different. You either got disposable hookah, the e-hookah, or the e-cigarette by a hookah brand. So if you guys have any questions, definitely hit me up either on hookahpro.com under my username Dan, or you can hit me up on my YouTube channel where this is posted. Either leave a comment or send me a message, and I'll try to answer them as quickly as possible. I should get to your questions if you have any really quickly, guys. I'm almost always able to be reached with questions. So that's basically my tutorial on how to use an e-cigarette, e-hookah, disposable hookah, whatever you want to call these things. This has been Dan from hookahpro.com, your ultimate source for everything hookah. I'll see you guys in the next review.